Okay, morning everybody. Welcome to the 12th Educational Conference of the IFAA. Just before we start on today, I'd like to draw your attention to three more conferences that are on planning stage. In September this year, there'll be a conference in Paraguay. In November, another conference in London. And in next year, we have a Tokyo conference linked in with the fact that the Japanese Loss Adjusters Association will be taking over the presidency. We also have, together with C-Risk, some discussions ongoing about a conference somewhere in the Middle East, so we'll have to keep you advised on that. Like all organisations, we rely on sponsorship as well as subscriptions, so I'd like to thank our sponsors, RGL, Forensic Accountants, and C-Risk, Forensic Scientists and Consulting Engineers. So, Brexit, nobody has any answers. I think today everybody that's speaking will have quite a few questions. In my mind, I can't help but draw a similarity between Brexit and the Millennium bug when we turned into the year 2000 and everybody was concerned about what would happen with IT dates and so on. A lot of effort was put into that. Policies were reviewed, risk management planning was undertaken, contingency planning, policy wordings were amended. I'm not sure at the moment the approach to Brexit is as joined up. I know for sure that most organisations are doing something, but we know from discussions with some of the key organisations that aren't at this conference that they don't want to talk about it too publicly. I think just as the Millennium risk was that policies were going to have problems, Brexit will require definite contingency planning, hard or soft, yes or no, second referendum, all sorts of issues which I know some of the other speakers will touch upon. But the fundamental of insurance is to protect the policyholder. We're all in a system, loss adjusters, engineers, accountants, insurers, underwriters, risk managers, engineers. We're in a system that essentially just delivers on what they paid for in their policy premium. Physically speaking, loss adjusters are always travelling, and we're always travelling across borders, and so for loss adjusters there's a great concern as to whether we will be legal visiting a country after Brexit within the 27 EU, and for European loss adjusters there's the same question: will we be waiting to have them arrested if they come to the UK to deal with a claim here? So that's a very brief scene setting. Our first speaker is Steve Fowler. He has about 100 years of insurance and reinsurance and IT experience, and after that he became CEO of the Institute of Risk Management, and he's now an independent consultant advising lots of organisations on risk. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over please to Steve.